Casey Stutzman here at the Performance Locker with another edition of our 9 to 5 survival guide. One thing I want to talk about today is backside or posterior tissues. It's a challenge that we run into in the training space all the time, that people's backside tissues aren't as vibrant as we want them to be. And for example, a lot of times people have trouble contracting their glutes, which is a great way to feed good lower body movement, but also really protects the lumbar spine. So if we have those glutes turned off, that can be kind of a double whammy, lack of performance and also lead to injury. A lot of times these tissues get gummy because when we're seated all day long, I want you to think of all the different tissues on here. So think about your hamstrings and your adductors and your glutes and your piriformis and all those deep hip muscles. When we're in this position, they all exist in layers. So if I'm constantly sitting on those layers, all I'm doing is compressing them, driving fluid and moisture out, and then they end up getting locked in and bound. All these muscles should slide and glide and articulate independently of each other. But when I spend all day compressed, they get matted down and stuck together. So we want to try and restore some movement, some vitality to the area, see if we can rehydrate the tissue a little bit. So a quick and easy way to do that while you're at work is just to take a ball. I got a lacrosse ball here. It's a little bit tense. Tennis ball will do okay. Lacrosse ball does a little bit better. And if I'm starting to feel kind of antsy or anxious in these tissues, or if I'm feeling my butt's kind of going numb, I can use the ball to create some pressure differentials. So pressure differentials. So here, when I sit on it, it's going to create a high pressure area, and we always know that fluid is going to go from high to low pressure. So just by creating these different pressure zones and moving around just on that tissue just a little bit, we're going to start to promote better blood flow, better hydration, better fluid dynamics in the area, and then I can hit the other side too. So even I can be sitting here at my desk and just put this under and just kind of move and just grind around just a little bit, just in those deep hips. I can get into the hamstring just a little bit and move around. And without having to break my workday, without having to get out of the desk, I can help to restore, especially hydration to those areas and help make sure that those tissues are a little bit more supple. This is another great thing that you can do in the car where you can't necessarily get up all the time. You can just hit this and it's really, really going to help out those tissues. So give it a try.